Hey guys, welcome to another episode here on Parallel Existence. I feel like I need to have a name for these things, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. So again, I didn't make a video every week. Ooh, surprise. It's been a rocky road ever since I started making these videos, and I think mostly is because I have that expectation within myself, even though I keep telling myself like, don't worry about it, it's okay if you don't do it. There's a part of me that's telling me like, do it, and then I just don't. So it's been a struggle the last couple of weeks. If you are new to this channel, I just want to give you food for thought and perhaps spark a little something in you that makes you want to seek expansion and seek your own truth so that you can become your greatest version. I guess the idea behind it was to show you my progression with the things that I've been learning, the things that I have already learned, and that I am trying to apply them to my everyday life. And I feel like I haven't been really good at doing that. I've been applying them to my life, but not really showing you how or explaining to you how I did it and how it has worked for me. So I think I want to start doing, even if they're like little clips, a little more often. If I don't get them out on YouTube, I'll probably have them on my Snapchat. So I'll leave you my Snapchat down in the description box so that you can follow me if you're interested. So anyway, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is freedom. The reason I want to talk about freedom today is because I have been thinking about its opposite for quite a few weeks. Now, the opposite of freedom to me is resistance. Anything that doesn't make us feel free makes us feel restricted. So anyway, I asked people on my Snapchat and my Facebook what freedom was to them, or what was something that would make them feel entirely free. And when I asked what freedom is, I got the answer that I probably would have answered myself. That's just kind of like the answer that's already floating in my head. It's not something that I felt within me. Like, I didn't really dig into my feelings and my thoughts to really answer that. So the answers were a little bit like facing your greatest fear, or being yourself completely, like being completely blunt and not caring about what people have to say. And while yes, that's very liberating, I feel like a lot of us say that with resistance. We're wired to act and say it and be a certain way, so being rebellious and like being whoever you want to be like sounds like you're resisting against society's norm of how you should be. So I've been reading this book. So I've been reading this book, and if you work with me, you know I've had this book for like 2 months. It's called The Quantum Guide to Life. This book is pretty sick, let me tell you. And if you have seen my videos prior to this one, you know that I said that I cannot read a book for the life of me. And that is still very true. I have like short attention span. Is that even a thing? I don't know, but I get distracted very easily, and that's why I'm scatterbrained. My thoughts are like this. I can never like tell you an answer this way. It'll always be there, like that. I feel like I'm karate chopping somebody. So this book talks about the second law of thermodynamics and entropy, and they relate it to freedom and how entropy can only increase. It can only go in the direction of disorder. So like you're an ice cube, then you become water, and then you're gas, and you're everywhere. Kind of like my thought process. If it's natural to humans, to everything in life, to move in the direction of disorder, and disorder being like uncontrolled matter, so to speak. So if we are born to be free, we are born to do anything and everything that our minds decide to do or want to do or even think about doing. So if freedom, complete freedom, like don't give a fuck about anything, I'm just free and look at all the fucks I don't give. If that's possible, if that already exists, why are we still ice cubes? Why are we still not moving in the direction of disorder? Why are we still constricted? From like the way we're wired to be from the second we grow, like the second we're born, like you're a boy, you need to do this, you're a girl, you need to do that, and you need to go to school and get a job and pay bills and settle down, find a wife or a husband and find a house and have kids, and that's how life should be. I always resisted the idea of growing up because I didn't want to do that. I didn't know that anything else was possible. So of course the second that I saw that like I didn't have to, you would think that I would have become more free, but there's so much more, and especially when you're looking within, like there's so many other things that you have to like kind of scrub off of you before you actually get to experience that like freedom that people feel when they're like, fuck my job, I'm gonna quit and then I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and I don't care about where the money's gonna come from because I'm in a state of abundance, you know? Like, I strive to do that. And if that's you, if that's your case, if you just quit your job, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Andy Dole, at Andy Dole, my girl. She just told me that she quit her job and like it was scary to like not know what was gonna happen, but she's out there doing her thing. She does makeup and whatnot, and every time I see her posts, I'm like, fuck, like she's so cool. Like she's doing all these things, and I wish I was like that. And this girl may or may not know anything about the way the universe works. However, she did it. So what I'm trying to get to is like, if you can learn as much as you can and understand it and like do that, like how can you like even imagine the freedom that you would feel? And this is why I asked that question on my Snapchat as to tell me something that makes you feel entirely free, is because that little feeling within you, can you imagine that little feeling of like feeling free? Just imagine for a second like that little feeling like I'm alone, I'm in nature, I'm hiking, I'm dancing and I'm like feeling like ecstatic. Can you imagine that feeling all day? Can you imagine that feeling every single day of your life? Now, of course you're not gonna always be in that mentality, but you know that it's possible to like feel it more often. So I'm not saying like every day, every single second of your life. I'm saying like if you can feel that instead of like all these worries that are constantly on our heads. Going a little back towards what is it that restricts us, what is it that makes us not feel free, is all these things that make us worry. And well, a lot of those are mental barriers that hold us back from feeling freedom. There's a lot of other things that we're definitely not aware of that are preventing us from tapping into our greatest version, from feeling free, from awakening our pineal gland. I mean, it goes from like something as simple as drinking water. Like the water that they sell us, the water that we're provided with, all that shit is so treated, and it's like it's missing so many of the minerals that it should have in order for your body to like be its like at its maximum potential. Like the water doesn't have all the minerals that it should have. They tell us that we need to eat meat because we need protein. They advertise all this fast food shit that you can get for $1, and you can get 4 things for $1, so that you eat the crap and you don't get the nutrients that you need. So again, we're not or pineal gland do what it's supposed to do. If you've ever watched the 4400, and how they sent all those people back to Earth with like a gift, we've all been sent back with a gift already. We're here because we're here to excel on that gift. We're here to express that gift. We're here to teach others our gift. The thing is that the government knows that, and it doesn't want us to tap into it because they need sheep that will work for them so that they can have whatever they want, so that their plan succeeds, and fuck everybody else. They're just sheep. They're just gonna help us do the rest. So it starts from everything we drink, everything we eat. Don't even get me started on medicine, because that is another huge one. I tell you, you feel depressed, take some medicine. Oh, you got the side effects? Here's some more medicine. And guess what? All that shit is just stopping your body from doing what it naturally needs to do. Instead of blocking all those bad feelings that you have, you're supposed to pay attention to them, address them, realize where they're coming from, so that the rest of your body can be like, okay, we know where this is coming from. We can release it. We can be okay with it. We know what happened. We know that it's in the past and it can't affect us anymore because we live in the now. But of course they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to be okay, because then how are they going to make money? I mean, they do have the school system that pretty much takes your money and they leave you with nothing, basically. How many of us, can you raise your hand if you've been to school and then realized, the fuck am I doing here? Like, I didn't even get a job. I don't even remember what I learned. I'm not even using my degree for my job. Can you imagine a school, or can you imagine if you went to school from day one and you learned whatever you wanted to learn? And by the time you're like 20, you are such an expert at being your greatest version, using that gift that you came with. But instead, because they want to make us sheep and they want us to follow them, it's like, let me take all of your money and let me just pretend that make you think that you're learning so that you can go over here and work for me. Because that's what the big corporations are doing. They're just taking our money and they're just making us think that they're providing a great place to work, or they're giving us all these benefits. But at the end of the day, like, you're just following orders. You're following. Do you want to follow? Do you want to be a sheep, or do you want to be a creator? Do you want to be a victim? Do you want to be a creator? This is the world of choice, and we have a choice. We have choice to be a sheep or to be a creator. You pick. But of course, it's not that easy, because we were wired to be sheep. We are scared shitless to be anything but a sheep. We have that freedom of choice. And it doesn't matter where you live, if you're even in prison, you have the freedom to choose what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying like, well, shit, like then somebody who is a rapist will just get out of prison for no reason. Is that what you're saying? No, that's not what I'm saying. That person who's like a psychopath, who's fucking killed all kinds of people, can tap into his true self, realize everything that he's done wrong, understand that that wasn't him, that was something that he adopted from the experiences that he went through. But if that person can like tap into their true self and find who he is, and find that everything that he did is the separate identity that he created, so to speak, due to all the other experiences that he had throughout his life. He might stay in jail for the rest of his life, but it doesn't mean his mind has to be restricted or constricted in the cubicle. He can astral project, he can travel the world when he's sleeping and feel that freedom when he's sleeping. and then he can come back into like his body and then be like the nicest person he can be. But what do we do instead? Instead of helping these people like realize that what they did, it's all a product of the experiences that they went through, we punish them. We give them crappy food, we like give them electric shocks or whatever the fuck they are. We treat them like the pieces of shit that we think they are. And it's like not helping. And then there's the people that like get out after 15 years and then they go back and do the same shit. Like, this is what we're doing. Instead of helping society, instead of helping every individual be their greatest version and focus on that greatest version, and then like helping them be in alignment so that none of this like chaos happens, we don't. We listen to the government, we constrict ourselves, we tell ourselves that this is right, we tell ourselves that this is wrong, we tell ourselves that we need to follow this, that we need to do that. And we prevent ourselves from being free and from feeling freedom. I guess what I'm getting at is, I wish for all of you to seek freedom. Freedom from everything you've learned so far in your life. Everything that you have been wired to do your entire life. Free yourself from it. What I'm asking of you, or what I'm hoping that you do, is that you look within yourself and you understand that the things you're doing them because you're wired to do them. Well, yes, we're still in the matrix and we still gotta live this way. Understand that you have the choice. So knowing that you have the choice, you move your thought process from being a victim, from being a sheep, to being a creator, to saying, today I choose to go to work because I want to have money to pay my rent. Instead of, oh, I gotta go to work, I gotta stay there for 8 hours, 40 hours a week, so that I can pay for my rent, so that I can have a place to live. Do you see the mentality difference there? I leave you today with the freedom of choice. It's your choice to be a creator, to tap into your freedom, to tap into your greatest version, and just move into and move towards expansion. Now, if any of this sparked some interest in you and what expansion is really about, please subscribe so that you can get more videos of what I'm going through. That's really what these videos are about. And so that I can teach you what I've learned so far, and I can pinpoint you to people that will show you, or that would give you a better description really of what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please click the like button. Like I said, if you want to see new videos, click the subscribe button. I'll leave you my Snapchat, Instagram, and all that stuff, so you can follow me, or if I do ask new questions, you can answer them for me. And share if you want to share the knowledge. Bye. Thanks.